Hello Year 4s and welcome to your next comprehension lesson. So in today's comprehension, we are continuing with our ancient Rome book, and today's topic is as follows. We are going to be looking at women in Rome. So please make sure you've got your copies in front of you wherever you may have them, and we are going to be reading through them together. So let's make a start. Again, as I always do, we're going to read the left-hand side. We're going to move down, reading the different things, and then we'll move on to the right-hand side and read it as well. So, women in Rome. Roman women were expected to be dignified wives and good mothers. Girls were only educated up to primary standard, if at all. Wealthy women could enjoy a good deal of independence, especially if they were widows. At the other end of the scale, large numbers of women were slaves, ranging from ladies' maids to farm workers. The bust on the side there, which is that sculpture, this small silver bust may be a portrait of a great Roman lady, and we know it must have been a great Roman lady because it's made out of silver. Spinning and weaving. Spinning and weaving yarn and making clothes were traditionally women's tasks, which wealthy ladies avoided. The Emperor Augustus made his daughter Julia do it as an example to others, and Julia hated it. If we look at the little structures there that are on the side of the needles, we've got a silver distaff used to hold wool or linen fibers. There's a bone needle. So think back to some needles that you've seen. Most of them are metal. This one was made out of bone. There's a bronze needle there for very fine work, and a modern looking bronze thimble. If you've never seen a thimble before, a thimble is the little bit that people put over their thumbs when they are sewing so that they don't poke themselves with the needle and make themselves bleed. And then we're going to move on to cosmetics. Many Roman women used makeup, a pale complexion, so that's kind of the color of your cheeks. A pale complexion was achieved with powdered chalk or white lead. Eyes were made up with ash-based mixtures, while red ochre was used for cheeks and lips. And maybe you want to Google what ochre is, just so you can find out a little bit more. A silver spatula, like the one that's shown there, was used for mixing cosmetics. If we have a look at the women's dresses, Roman women wore an inner and an outer tunic made of wool or linen, and sometimes a cloak. The little comb there is an ivory comb from a grave, is inscribed with Modestina farewell. And then there's a wall painting showing a girl pouring perfume. So that's what that painting is there. We're going to move across to the bit on the next page. So we've got a money mask. This colored wax picture from a Roman period tomb in Egypt gives a clear idea of a wealthy woman's appearance. We've got some earrings that you can see. So there's duck earrings from Syria. There's old gold earrings that are shaped like dolphins. Roman women often used hair pieces. You can see actually her hairpiece is over there in the front. Those earrings over there were made from precious stones. So plated gold wire necklace is the necklace that you can see there with a gold crescent-shaped pendant in it. The two rings we're looking at, it says the bronze ring with the name Sabina, it's got the name Sabina on it, and then the gold ring with a seal stone of a bird on it. And we did speak briefly about the rings and the seals. The other necklace that you can see is a necklace of gold and red garnet beads. If we have a look at jewelry, rings, bracelets, and necklaces were widely worn. Most jewelry was made from cheap bronze or glass, and many women had their ears pierced for earrings. Occupations. There were few careers for women outside the home. Rich women could become priestesses, and a few ran their own businesses. There were professional midwives, hairdressers, and a few doctors. But men kept most professions to themselves. If we have a look at that picture or that carving over there in the stone, we can see a woman in the arena. The Romans even trained some women slaves as gladiators. So they were also sometimes gladiators in the rings. Let's move on to our questions. Make sure that you are reading your questions in full and then going back and rereading the text that you have, looking for some of the answers and underlining the answers or the information that you think you may need. Let's begin. Using the information from the text, put a tick in the correct box to show whether each statement is true or false. Women wore clothes much like we do today. Many Roman women wore makeup. Many women had their ears pierced. Only men were gladiators. Then it says, look at the jewelry paragraph and find and copy a group of words that tell you that the jewelry was often not very expensive. So you're going to go there and you are going to tell me, how do you know that the jewelry was not very expensive? According to the text, what careers did women have outside the home? So you're looking for the careers that they could have had outside of the home. Which of the following would be the most suitable summary for the whole text? What women wore, women in Rome, life in Rome, or all about the Romans? Tick 1. And then use the information from the text, tick 1 box in each row to show whether each statement is a fact or an opinion. And we have discussed in a previous one what a fact or an opinion was. Everybody loved spinning and weaving. Large numbers of women were slaves. Men were better gladiators than women. Please make sure to check through all your work and record your answers. And please make sure to share these with us on Tapestry.